just thankful to the good Lord that we got here today. We ran out of gas there in the fourth quarter, but the guys played hard. They did an amazing job. Our seniors really, just laid it all out there on the floor, and of course the old statement, you have nothing to be ashamed of. And it's tried and true, but it is really true. These guys have nothing to be ashamed of. Just a good game, entertaining, hopefully for the fans. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it. Everybody seemed to be into it, and so it was a good day.
Coach, you're up 42-37. They went on a 23-0 run. What are your thoughts?
Just ran out
how
of
do you
gas.
even approach your team?
Bottom line, I ran out of gas, and that's my fault for not subbing a little more. But at the end of the day, you got to go with your horses. In an atmosphere like this, so I take full responsibility for that. We just ran out of gas. We turned the ball over. We talked a lot about rhythm. We knew Winston-Salem Prep was a rhythm team, and we kept them off rhythm. I really thought for 3 quarters we kept them out of rhythm with our offense, running our offense well. And sure enough, we turned the ball over a couple of times. They found their rhythm, and you see the results.
What is it to play a program like this that's now won 5 state championships in 11? I guess it's 11 years now.
Yeah. Man, we play anybody. It doesn't matter. We'll play the Boston Celtics if they line it up. Really and truly, these guys don't know no better. Don't tell them. We just play hard. We really do focus on ourselves. People ask me this week, what are you doing to prepare? We're preparing our team, man. We're getting better at what we do. And that's what we did in the first half. In the third quarter, we did what we've done all year, whether it was against a 0-24 team or a 24-0 team. It doesn't matter.
Coach, one thing nobody ever has to ask you is how proud you are. You wear that openly, how proud you are of these guys like they're your own kids. And we've talked all year long about how we've seen them get better and better and better. And then second round on, we say, it's a tough game. You guys keep winning and winning and winning. Now that, when you get that runner-up picture up and you get the trophy into the case at Pamlico and the picture up in the gym, what do you want these guys to remember? What do you hope these guys remember about?
I mean, they're, they did what they were supposed to do. We are not the most talented team. We don't have 3 or 4 Division I players in our program. We got some guys that can play, no doubt about it. And we get left out in the East. I hope some people saw what's going on in the East. We got some pretty decent basketball players, but yeah. So you're proud of a group that doesn't have all the accolades, all the the things that goes along with that maybe some of our bigger schools and schools in a more urban area have. So for guys like this to come out and compete, these guys don't play travel ball. Neither one of these guys play travel. I think one of our kids plays travel ball on our whole team, and yet they play football, they run track, they run cross country. When basketball season comes, they just do the best they can to get better.
What were some of the biggest individual improvements that you've seen on the team this season?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what the scoring was tonight, but we typically have guys in double figures, 5 guys in double figures. That's very standard for us. But George Jones, he's a junior, and he has just came into his own here in the playoffs. He has just been dominant, and physically tonight he was dominant when he was on the floor. Unfortunately, got in foul trouble, and that was when they made that big run. George, number 10, was on the bench. But these guys, PJ and Caleb have just grown up so much. And like I say, these guys don't play travel ball. They play football and do other things. And, so the improvement's been it's been a team improvement as much as anything.
Caleb, PJ, I know it's not the way you wanted it to end, but what I asked Coach, what do you guys it's going to hit you. You're going to have, things come on as the days go on. You're going to have your medal and your plaque and everything that you can be proud of. Just kind of right now take me through what, just put your emotions out there a little bit.
I mean, we worked hard through the whole season. Beginning of the year through football, we lost 3rd round. So we decided we were going to come to basketball season and grind. And where we at right now, this is what we wanted. I mean, we wanted the W, but we didn't come out with it. But we're proud of where we are right now.
Absolutely.
PJ, anything you want to add?
I feel like we've grown a lot since freshman year, and we've been working hard constantly, summer in and out, all season, to do whatever we can to get this moment. It just didn't plan well. But we didn't make it where we wanted to be.
And you finally, first time in the playoffs, you've been out rebounded, and you only got rebounded by 8, and that team obviously had a lot more length and size.
Unbelievable.
But I mean, just the scrappiness, it's something that you don't see every year. It's a special year to see the toughness and scrappiness. I've told you so many times, the best rebounding team full of guards I've ever seen. And, just I mean, the toughness about these guys, that's what you always remember about this team, you think?
I think so, and they're multi-sport athletes. I think that's what you get when you get multi-sport athletes. These kids come out and compete. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you're playing. You know, they're going to come out and play hard. Doesn't matter what size you are. You just box out and go get the basketball.
Lamont's been so good on in this run. How impressed were you with his resilience and some of the big plays he's made throughout this postseason run?
You know, he's a special person. You know, he's a special kid. He's a special player. You know, he has a drive that very few athletes have. And it's synergistic. They all do. You know, they all kind of feed off of one another. But Lamont just has this way, slithery. The official said something. He's slithery. I'm not sure exactly what he meant by that, but he certainly gets to the basket well. And you know, the big shot he hit, you know, there at the end of the quarter, it was just appropriate for him to hit that shot.
Did you think maybe it was your day there for when he hit that shot? I mean, that was pretty cool.
No, never think it's our day. You know, we assume the worst. You know, we do. We never overlook anybody or overlook a minute. You know, so no, we knew we were in for a dogfight, and we knew that fourth quarter was going to be big.
Foul trouble was really hurtful to you today. You know, like you mentioned when George went out and they started, you know, Winston-Salem Prep shot almost 60% in fourth quarter. I mean, and you know, just got red hot, and that happens in basketball, as you know. But just Caleb picked up his fourth foul in the fourth. Just how did you have to dial it, or did you? There came a point I know where you just said, "Hey, just go play."
Yeah, exactly. That's what we said. Hey, man, you know, we're gonna play it out. And what George had 4, I think. You know, we said, "Hey, man, go play." You know, we're not gonna leave anything on the table. You know, we're gonna go to the end, and it's just part of the game. You deal with it.
How's the community reacted? I mean, you folks had a full crowd out there, Pamlico County folks.
I hate this. I hate the loss for these guys and for the community because they deserve it. They're very supportive, and the community has grown. They appreciate basketball now, you know, more. They've learned what good basketball looks like, and they saw it this year.
Much like Winston-Salem Prep has a program, you know, you guys do too. Even though you haven't won a state championship, you're good every year. You're competitive every year. What, you know, and these kids, you know, I haven't seen these kids since they played JV and varsity as freshmen, some of them, but that program, I know that's most important to you, is staying at a good level. Just talk about how
consistency.
These kids
you know, you build programs with consistency. Coaches come and they stay. Coach now coaches our football team, varsity football. He's our JV basketball coach. He's my assistant varsity basketball coach. You know, we all coach everything. We're with our players all the time. So we have a great athletic program, not just a great basketball program. And it's consistency. And a lot of guys don't want to stay places. You know, they want to go and win a few years, and when the talent goes down a little bit, you move on. And thankfully, we've had guys that are willing to commit to the community and to the kids. And that's how you build a program.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. You guys.